Most welcome to Unified Fields. Today I'd like to talk about meditation, what meditation really is, what it entails. It is not particularly sitting in a corner and, connecting with some air around you. It is like restoring your essential, original, deep connection to your source, to your spirit, to your spark within, and the many, many sources and forces out there in the universe. So many people mistake that, and it is especially there to open up so many faculties in our brain that have gone lost through the many, many mistakes, misdirections, and our own foolishness. So reconnecting with techniques that are so much modernized and so much fun to do would open up everything that blocked us from these immense forces and sources that made up our construction or organism, and that assist us to essentially assist evolution and new creations. And so opening up the first levels of your blockages or reconnecting to your source is very important. It is regridding your body with a crystalline grid structure that is essentially a basic station. And when you build one basic station, any station can be built into that station. So going from your home base station into the new solar system and repairing your body with the new sun stream, the new forces and vibrations that come through the moonlight and the many vibrations they work upon. So it's not only one system, it's many reconnections to many galaxies and their consciousness, because consciousness is the essence, the reality that continually builds, creates, recreates, and offers many capabilities, skills, and possibilities for you to reconnect to other grid systems and higher grid systems into the galaxies and universal alignments into the beyond, even through the astronomers, the physicians and scientists of spirit that will not bring their power or intelligence, high-level intelligence, down in the lower solar fields that have been broken. So here, essentially, meditation should be make fun. And of course, there's work to do. There is work to do in eliminating, evaporating all of that old stuff that doesn't serve us any longer, and really recognizing what your vibration is about. Once you start to feel that through elimination procedures, and you start to feel that you can start gridding, let's say, the spinal column to the 12 chakra system, the 12 first universes, and then you have the capabilities to open up that intelligence within with many, many levels of consciousness that you can adapt to. It makes you go into the wild spirit that opens up actually the origin of your psychic capabilities, or the psychology within that is should actually run in synchron with the patterns that are in evolution right now on Earth, all the other star systems and planetary systems, along with your vibration, and that is very important to reconnect. Also, you would notice that through meditation, which is actually a medication, right? You can breathe through the refined air particles that you can download through a crystalline grid when installed perfectly. There is no density, no dense air that can move through your vibration, and that would assist you to move your organism into perfect health with new minerals, new vitamins, also new discoveries with the elements. Because as of now, as we are moving really fast through the ascension tracks, and many dots, like when you build a grid, let's say straight lines up and down, and on the other side diagonal lines, there are dots that connect these ley lines, and it's really a matter of reconnecting or opening these dots, synchronizing them as is deemed appropriate by spirit, and depending on where your consciousness is at in a particular moment in time, because you would only be given what you can handle at that moment. Even if you would like to go straight away, there is refinement to do. There is the essence of elegance being put back into the body. There is the word that will change a lot of times during these processes, and needs to be regraded, for example, through your throat center. It is not only feeling those vibrations and realigning to frequencies. It is really willing to open new psychology in the brain, first with your psychic capabilities and the directions that come from spirit self. Spirit self can only integrate when let's say when we have left the old solar flares, the old soul or egotism and egotistical content in the body. That means refinement in your thinking processes and not allowing any negativity density to enter it. And that means continual training and training and training. That means refinement in the food industry. The food industry in your intestinal tracts. That means refinement in the many energetic bodies that align to all these grid systems. And these grid systems, they are, I mean, so much fired up with data, with information that is so interesting. There is no end to what you could create for the planet in co-creation with the elements, because it is really the elements these days. I'm not only talking, you know, from the water, the eaters, the fire, the earth, what we know, but the massive elements we do not know enough about as of yet, and finding them through your direct connect with your source, spark, and spirit in the body, as they bring the perfect coordinating points together in your particular grid for your specialty, for your uniqueness. So there is no comparison any longer at that stage, and it always gets more and more and more interesting. So all I want to say here, meditation is at least not boring. It is intensive. It is building you up. It is upgrading the body through elimination procedures, evaporating the old air, because when the lungs are breathing old air. They cannot expand. You would not be able to expand your energy fields and transport your organism back into its origin, which is pure light waves and a lot of technology, which can only be so interesting. So today, with all these techniques, with all these changes coming through, and giving people the option to move very fast into the ascent and making your life a home on light earth is what's happening right now. So many people these days, they get nauseous, they cannot handle the grids because they are on the ground floor. No matter what, there is no escape anymore. You either flow with what is deemed appropriate through the universe, or what the universe is bringing through, or keep cycling old consciousness and live in that old mud. There is no in between anymore. So here, this is really my passion: neurology and psychology, and bringing your spirit back in the body and giving you an easy time to realign, especially the spinal column. You know, that's your fire up, that is the phoenix rising, that is intelligence moving from one space into the other and creating the exactitude of what you want in your life according to divine will. And when that opens up and you get into the advice sectors of spirit and many teams of light assisting these days, it should be easy to follow up, to delete and to add and receive your own mathematical components in order to catapult your organism into the higher levels of refinement. These days, this is termed light body parts. Body parts moves into light waves. These light waves create geometries. These geometries recreate or bring your essence into new and more interesting spaces, which is really fun to do, and on and on and on. It is, creation is really never ending. So that is what I will specialize in, give people an easy time to start off, upgrade in anything I do as individual session, or also a year-long upgrade session, which is new, and this will give people an easy time to see what they've lost, what they can gain, and how to really become alive, I would say, because half the planet is walking around like a zombie, like a dead person, you know, and moving in the survival syndrome, so to speak, which is not nice to do. So here I'm very open for questions and stuff, as this time around all I do is working with massive grid systems from my brain out into many miles all over the planet, and connecting with the galaxy just to receive data and see what we can do to repair. What my job is here and there, what my job is with you, what I can do for you in a short amount of time and a large amount of time. Anything is possible. It's up to us. We are the creators, and to make really choices and to do the work we ask, because you know, you get so many things back that is incredible. And the most beautiful thing we get, or what is fun to do also for very young people, is you receive symbolism, you receive special mathematics that turn into symbolism and geometry, and renewal into new grids. Remember, a grid is no more, no less than some lines up and down and diagonal that create and recreate forms in the universe, new formulas. I don't understand mathematics either, but I do understand that I can do anything with, when I get, for example, a 4. A 4 is a lightning bolt. It means a lot more. So when your channels are open up, it gets very interesting for you to open up new channels and get your information. I'm not particularly that fond of the word channel, because when your spirit flows inside out with your essence, you can only be yourself. I mean, you cannot fake it anymore. You cannot fake anything, actually. And so that is actually the clearing happening on the planet right now. We are done, over and done with anything that is not truthful and fake, because the grids are clearing that out. And so what was once invisible will be visible. And also we can understand from here on is it needs a purified state of consciousness and bodily functions to be allowed to see and remember that beauty that is spirit and many, many sources within the creator consciousness, and everything that has never ever been hidden from you. Thank you so much. Enjoy.